and we're gonna go through your mailbox. Now, everybody keeps asking me about HBO show The Fight Game, and did I see it? And listen, I guarantee you I've covered everything they've talked about already in my videos. I can tell you what the show is going to be about every week. Mayweather ain't this, Mayweather ain't that, Al Heyman is this, and Golovkin is great, Cotto is wonderful, and so is Pacquiao. Isn't that about right? So, it's a HBO feeding frenzy. It's, you know, if anybody ever watched that show with Bill O'Reilly from Fox, they promote Republicans, hate Democrats. It's the same show. I mean, no Showtime fighter basically gets any respect on that show. Though the show, when they first came out, was like, this is going to be a show equally about the sport of boxing. But yet, it's all HBO now. And you don't even have to watch it. Like I told you, I've been stopped watching that crap like months ago. So I don't even know like what comes on. I don't know why people would even feed into it. It's like First Take. Why would you watch it? It's like these people know the very least about everything that's happening. It's all agenda based. Like, what's the point? Now, moving right along, like this person said, who had the better career, Oscar De La Hoya or Felix Trinidad? In my opinion, it's Felix Tito Trinidad. Oscar's had a better financial career being with Golden Boy Promotions as a CEO, but as far as boxing career, I couldn't say like Oscar, because Oscar basically lost every big fight he had. I mean, Fernando Vargas is the only big fight he won. All his big pay-per-views, like, he lost, or he didn't look good at all. You know, Mayorga fight was a fix. Then you got the Ike Corte fight controversy, Trinidad fight controversy. The Shane Mosley fight he lost, and the second one was controversy. You know, he never really got his hand raised fully. Hopkins fight he lost. You know, it's like Floyd he lost. Pacquiao fight he lost. Every big fight he lost. The Pernell Whitaker fight, he won that controversy. So, you know, I just didn't. Tito carried the sport of boxing when boxing needed it. Oh, about Andre Ward. Andre Ward, there are some talks. Yeah, I would agree to that. There is some talks about him getting out of his deal with Goosen, because the other Goosen who's taking over just basically don't want to deal with the headache of dealing with Andre Ward's situation. So they have some people that are financially interested, and you may be seeing something happen or an announcement very soon. Yes, you probably heard the rumors about Gary Shaw. He's going to be working with Rock Nation. He's going to be basically transferring a lot of his fighters over to Rock Nation. So that's going to be very interesting to deal with in the next few couple of days. Oh yeah, Golovkin. he should be in a very big fight before the end of the year of 2015. Like December 2015, he should either be fighting Andre Ward or another big name fight. They're also working on that. So in December, you'll have that fight to look forward to, and you'll have forward to look to Terrence Crawford beating on Manny Pacquiao. And I want to get this addressed. Manny Pacquiao, and if you can't see it, you're just delusional. They're already looking to develop other fighters off of Manny Pacquiao. I mean, if Top Rank comes with Jesse Vargas next, y'all should just get up and leave. They're really banking on your stupidity. If Floyd Mayweather fought Jesse Vargas, you think they would let him get over? You think he would ever get over that situation? Hold people to the same standards that you try to hold Floyd Mayweather to, or any other fighter for that instance. I mean, it's your money. So if you want to pay for that, that's on you. But to me, I just don't see where it makes sense. And shout goes out to my man, Steve Cunningham, him and his daughter. She's coming home for Christmas, which is a blessing, after having all these surgeries and stuff, fighting with her illness. And let's give out a shout for that. And now, the Adrian Broner, how would he fare against Manny Pacquiao? Because he's been going off on Manny Pacquiao lately. I think his chances are good. I think his chances are very good against Manny Pacquiao. But he would have to use his feet. He can't be a stationary target thinking he's just going to catch Manny Pacquiao with one big shot. His athleticism would be enough to pick off a lot of stuff Manny would want to do. But Manny using his foot speed to change angles would probably catch him off guard a little bit till he gets Manny's timing down. But other than that, he'll beat Manny Pacquiao. I think it'd be relatively easy once he gets Pacquiao's rhythm. And Amir Khan, where is he in this fold? Well, Khan, to me, I mean, the media pumps him up. I mean, with every punch he threw, it was like the amazing speed, the amazing this, the amazing that. I mean, Khan fought, just showed poise for the first time in his career. And that's good for Khan. But it's like a first time you've done something in your life, showed some composure, going against the most composed fighter probably in the history of boxing. And everybody's talking about, oh, Khan's speed, he can keep you there, he knows how to win rounds. Khan comes straight in with his chin in the air still. He's there to be countered. Floyd don't keep his head in a line. He doesn't follow you. So to say Khan's gonna win these rounds over Floyd and can't lose a round is nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Amir Khan has now made himself just a viable option for Floyd Mayweather. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Do I think Terrence Crawford is a fighter of the year? Absolutely. I said it a long time ago. But the only thing is, I feel that there were others that they omitted. Like, as far as like their fight of the year was Lucas Matisse versus John Molina, and that was a good fight because it was a lot of knockdowns. But that's not what I was looking at for fight of the year. Fight of the year, I have. Let me see. Fight of the year, who did I have? For Showtime, it was definitely Guerrero versus Kamagai. I thought that was a better fight. It went 12 rounds. There were no knockdowns, but I think it was the most exciting fight of all of them. So. Trying to think, it was another fight that's up there. Roman Gonzalez fight up there was up there fighting the guy from Japan. I mean, his fight was a candidate for fight of the year. I mean, because he started off with the advantage, got the knockdown, then the guy from Japan was coming back storming, and then he closed the show. So that kind of answers the next question I had in the mailbox about why is Roman Gonzalez not in my pound for pound list. And sure, he is. At least I thought I put him there. I know I gave him a video and a shout out. It's just that most of his fights are overseas, and that most of us don't really know who his competition is or how they fared against each other. So it's hard for us to scale who won what, who did what, how they doing in the division, because most of that division is all overseas and not in the United States. You know, those flyweights. Now let's go back to the mailbox. Is it me, or does YouTube make it like impossible to go into your inbox anymore? I mean, it used to just be one button you clicked, right? And then you would go right to your inbox. Now you gotta go searching for it. Like, I'll be back, I'm going on a mission. What? Gotta go find my inbox. Be careful. A little bit of time is because I'm scaling through all of these messages right now. Because everybody's asking for Floyd to fight Triple G Golovkin. Why would you be asking for that? That fight makes no sense on any level whatsoever. Golovkin is 160 pounds, basically should be fighting at 167 or maybe even 175. This is like, why are we even talking about Floyd Mayweather, who's naturally a 130 pound fighter, going up to 160? No sense. Cino, is there any situation you would not agree with Floyd Mayweather? There have been plenty of times that Floyd has said stuff and I addressed it. So, and I said, like, I don't agree or I agree. And 9 times out of 10, I say it before Floyd even states it. I'll say my opinion, and then Floyd's opinion will come later, or something on a Fight Hype article or interview, and it would back up everything that I just said. So that's where we are so far. And all this Ben Thompson hate, and like I should hate him because he's getting interviews with Floyd. I don't mind. I don't mind Ben Thompson getting, he can get 1 million of them. We'll put them right on the website. I have no problem with that. Floyd interview with he just did an interview with Ellie and everybody else. The public media, same way, we put it on the website. We have no problem with that. It's like people hate for the wrong reasons. The man done something to you, he crossed you in business and he did something dishonest, then yeah, by all means, like, man, I can't stand him. But other than that, all he done was really interview some people. So, I mean, unless you're in the business and something went down where he probably did something dirty, but other than that, I can't see anybody really holding a grudge against him. The man just interviewing somebody. So, I wouldn't sit here and go into a war bashing him back and forth anyway. Because I never came at Ben Thompson or came in the game saying, I hate Ben Thompson. That was just dumb. Him and Floyd go all the way back. Back when Ben was working with what's that? Not boxing scene, but I forgot, it was boxing something. And he was working over there with Greg Leone. And he was the editor, and he was the guy filming all the video. And you had to pay for a subscription, in which I was one of the people who paid. I had Max Boxing, and then I had that one. That was my boxing outlet at that time. And you would have to pay, and all the exclusives went to that site with Greg Leone. But Ben was one of the guys behind the scenes, and everybody thought Greg was the main guy. With Floyd. And it was Greg giving exclusives, getting exclusives from Floyd Mayweather. Greg getting another exclusive from Floyd. Greg. And then that's how Floyd got tight with Ben. And when Greg Leone and Floyd fell out, Ben ended up coming out with Fight Hype and did his own thing, and Floyd just went with Ben and Thompson over the Fight Hype. So that's how that scenario went. But I was there from the beginning. I was always right there. Like, Fight Hype hasn't been around very long. It hasn't been around 10 years. So to make the kind of noise they did a great job. What else we got on the menu? I already addressed Roy Jones talking about Nas and everything. I get more hip-hop questions now than boxing questions. This is crazy. Do I think Bob Arum is good for the sport of boxing? Oh, well, it's like this. Of course he is. He's not just a promoter no more. He's like Don King. They're a public figure. And with public figures, you're dealing with a situation where they become bigger than their own company. Their name rings bells. Don King right now is bigger than Don King Promotions. He's become an entity, a celebrity. Wherever he goes, he takes that with him. So, I believe that Don King and Bob Arum is relevant in the sport of boxing? Should be, of course. They're part of boxing history. They put on some of the biggest fights in boxing history. All the fights y'all saw and talking about this back in the day, they had a promoter, somebody who put that fight together. Normally it was Don King or Bob Arum. And they gave you the fights that you talk about right now. Even though people are talking about, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. But you wouldn't have seen those fights if these promoters didn't put the fights on. So they made these fighters want to become promoters. Carcina, what do you think of Errol Spence? And who will be his breakout fight at 154 pounds? It's hard to say. I mean, Errol Spence Jr. is definitely a fighter that could make some noise. He's going to be difficult to beat for anybody that faces him. So if you keep Thurman, if you all these guys at 154, the Charlos, Errol could beat you. From 147 and 154, I mean, he sparred with the best. He's done great with the best. And, hey, I'm telling you right now, he's a problem. Because he's poised. He doesn't waste shots. He sees punches coming. He knows how to mix up his attack. And it's gonna be something to see. Oh, here it is. Are you really? Are you really thinking Adrian Broner could beat Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford would beat the skin off Adrian Broner. Is that the illest dude from Nebraska in Adrian Broner's voice? Okay. If that fight took place the way I see it going, yeah, I think he can definitely compete. I mean, Adrian Broner, y'all make it look like he's just a garbage fighter. I mean, Adrian's good. Without a doubt. He's good. But you got to make sure he's coming to fight, and he can't be flat-footed all the time thinking that he could just catch everything that come over without movement and changing the angles. But he knows what he needs to do. But Terrence Crawford is a beast. He can control a ring. So it's going to be hard for a guy to come in there and school him. But do I think Adrian hits harder than Terrence Crawford? Absolutely. But I love to see how that's played out. And hopefully we start seeing big fights in 2015 with these guys.